Are they benevolent beings that are here to offer guidance and support? Or are they spirits with hidden agendas that want to take advantage of you? Hey beautiful soul, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Alice, aka Breathing Magic. Welcome to the channel of self-development, spirituality, and magical endeavors. It's October, in other words, the Halloween season has begun, and in the spirit of Halloween, I thought I'd share one of my spooky experiences and what I learned from that experience. Make sure you watch till the end because I'll be sharing ways you can tell whether a spirit is here to support you or trying to deceive you, and more importantly, how you can protect yourself. The spooky story I'm about to share with you happened back in May 2019. I was going through a spiritual awakening, and when you go through a spiritual awakening, you start to open up to things, and sometimes you can be quite vulnerable. I was learning about angels and spirit guides and how to communicate with their spirit guides. And I remember watching this video about how angels and spirit guides usually don't interfere with their life unless you ask for help and give them permission to connect with you. So one evening I decided to reach out to my angels. I did an evening meditation and created a protection bubble around myself with energy. And then I said, and pay attention to the words I used. I said, "Angels, show me some signs, things I can see, and help me understand your guidance." After that, I lay in bed, closed my eyes, and entered a dream state. When I opened my eyes again, I sensed that 3 spirits or entities had entered my room. The first spirit or entity was this bald guy that kind of reminded me of Gollum from The Lord of the Rings, which should have been a red flag. But back then, I was very naive, and I thought to myself, hey, this spirit looks nice, well-mannered, and polite. Maybe I shouldn't judge a spirit by its appearance, so I decided to give him a benefit of doubt. The second spirit was this half-transparent guy that dressed like an old-school soldier from World War II. He didn't speak at all. The third spirit or entity was on my left or behind me because I was sleeping on my right side. The golem-looking spirit told me that he and the soldier guy were my brother's spirit guides, so I kind of assumed that the spirit or entity behind me was my angel because I specifically asked for angels to offer guidance. That was a big mistake, a big stupid mistake. I was focusing on what the golem-looking spirit was trying to tell me when all of a sudden I felt a pair of thin arms wrap around me and try to pull me out of my body. And my whole being just screamed and shouted, "I'm not ready." I was like, I don't care who and what you are. No, this is not okay. And then I woke up. The next day, I reached out to a friend of mine who is familiar with spiritual stuff and energy work, and I told her what had happened. She told me that there might have been a problem with the words I used when requesting for guidance, and I should have been more specific. Instead of saying, "Angels, please show me some signs," I should have said, "My angels, my spirit guides, please show me some signs," because there are a lot of angels and spirits in this world, and not all of them have your best interest in mind. This scary experience helped me realize the importance of protection. I think grounding and protection are 2 of the most important foundational things you have to learn if you want to do energy work or any type of spiritual or magical practice. I had to do a lot of research, educate myself, and learn how to protect myself out of necessity. And here are some of the things I've learned so far that might help you discern the true nature of spiritual beings you encounter and protect yourself more effectively. Number 1, pay attention to their appearance, the way they look. This includes the consistency of their shapes and forms and the way they behave. If they're trying to use some sort of glamour to look like angels, your loved ones, or beings you're more likely to trust, there will be hints here and there of things being off and not quite right. So watch out for any shifts or distortions. If it doesn't look right, chances are they're not who they say they are. Number 2, notice the quality of their vibration. Benevolent beings carry high vibrations, and you feel happy when they're around. They're warm, loving, supportive, empowering, and very understanding. Malevolent beings tend to inflict fear, worry, and other negative feelings so they can feed on your energy, and this will cause you to feel drained, tired, sad, etc. And in some cases, spiritual beings that are trying to take advantage of you aren't necessarily trying to harm you. It's just that they care about their best interests, not yours. They're kind of like scammers. In the physical realm, the currency we use is money, and scammers might trick you into giving them money. In the spiritual realm, the currency used is energy, and spirits might trick you into giving them energy. For example, a spirit might make you believe it's a certain deity because it wants to receive offerings from you. Number 3, triple confirmation, and I learned this from Leo or Alexandra. When a spiritual being approaches you, ask them this question: are you 100% pure light and in service of the divine plan? Ask and listen to their reply. Do this 3 times. According to Leo, this has something to do with the rule of the universe, and no being is allowed to lie or dodge this question 3 times. If their answer is no, ask them to leave. Say, anything that is not of the light and in service of the divine plan is no longer welcomed here and must leave immediately. Say this with authority and certainty. Stand your ground. Number 4, use the power of faith and belief. Humans like to give meanings to things, and when you believe in something, you give it power. I believe oftentimes symbols and items that are related to protection didn't have that much power at the very beginning, but over time people's belief in them gave them more power. And as long as people continue to believe that they offer protection, this belief of the collective consciousness will continue to feed them power. So how do you use the power of faith and belief? Well, this really depends on your culture, faith, personal situation, and most importantly, what you believe in. For starters, you can use charms, amulets, or talismans related to protection. And if you're a religious person, why not lean on your faith? For example, if you're a Christian, then you might want to have a Bible or a cross nearby. You can also use crystals, herbs, and other items that carry protective energies. And this doesn't have to be a physical item. You can also use the power of words, things you say. For example, you can recite verses from the Bible or lines from Buddhist scriptures. And if you practice magic, you can use protection spells. Number 5. Trust your intuition and the power of free will. It's so important to trust that gut feeling, because feeling is the conscious awareness of vibrations, and your intuition or your higher self knows what's going on. The more you listen to that voice within, the more you will become aware of things. And when you start to notice things, you get to decide what you want to do with that information. That's where free will comes in. You have the power to decide what you allow into your life experience. I hope you enjoyed this spooky story and found this video helpful. If you did, give me a like and share it with a friend who might need this information. Subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss my future content, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Until then, live from your heart and be the magic you wish to see in this world. Thanks for watching. Bye!